If you're looking to add more texture to your paintings and make them stand out, you are in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through the process of thickening your oil paint so your artwork truly pops out of the canvas or panel in this case. I also reveal a special technique to make your painting glow using transparent colors. This is a fantastic way to add depth and luminosity to your work. So grab your brushes and let's get started. I start mixing the colors first and try to keep them clean between the colors, unless I want to make it, like orange on this case, and using a little bit Winsor lemon as well to brighten up, and yellow ochre. And here I'm splitting the masking tape to get sort of a natural line, what I'm aiming for. And then paint spray as well for the sky. I nearly forgot to put that on as well. I'm mixing the colors, and in this case I start with the paint spray on the top and blue, ultramarine blue on the bottom. So we got a bit of a cloud cover, and then I put that orange underpainting underneath on panel and get it ready for the next day. I come back to it and start painting the main painting itself. And when I take that masking tape off, I also want to add that orange paint underneath that masking tape. Anyway, and now we start the cloud cover, a little bit darker grays, which is paint gray. I add up a little bit more, and here we're tapping up those gray clouds and just go with the feeling of it, and we'll be smooth it up and blending it so it looks a little bit more fluffier. If you haven't seen my paper towel technique video yet, you can check it out. It's really handy technique to use when you're doing tree leaves and sky as well, the clouds. So I'm gonna put them in the end of the video if you want to check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, it's a really good way to do your clouds and the trees as well. So here we're getting ready for the bow-up trip and get a little bit more texture on your paint to using marble dust. I would get the marble dust on the side, and bit by bit you're gonna add up on your paint like I do it here, and then you mix it up. But make sure you mix up the liquid original first, which is an oil paint medium. You can use this technique with acrylic paint as well, using water to make it a little more liquidy or thicker. And then you can add the marble dust on your paint. And here you can see you can tap it up and shape it up how you want it. This technique is pretty good for that purpose. And obviously I got the masking tape to control the line where you want to put your tree trunk. So it works really well, and it pops out from the panel. It's like a 3D effect you can get from it. So it's a great tool for that. So and now I'm just doing those branches, and again this is a very thick paint, so you gotta really load it up on your brush so you are able to do those branches, and just using different size of paint brushes, and you can get different size of branches as well. Here I'm just adding a little bit more grays on the side, and you always need to think about where the light is hitting. Is it hitting, in this case it's hitting on from the left, so I need to add up dark colors on the on the right hand side branches. Like here I'm using a very tiny angle brush, which is really good in this purpose to get the smaller branches. So here I'm just adding a little bit more darker gray colors so it looks a little bit more natural. And this is only underpainting. I'm gonna add glazing towards the end, so you can see how the glazing effects happens. And here I'm starting doing now the leaves for the tree and adding up again the marble dust bit by bit. And like I said, liquid original first with the oil paint and mix it up really well before you put the marble dust on your paint, and then you mix it up very well. And you can get different thickness as well. More you add marble dust, more thicker it's get. So it's up to you how thick paint you want it. And also marble dust does shorten the drying time, so it dries more quicker. So mind do that as well. And check it out with your acrylic paint, because it reacts differently with the oil paint. Oil paint you got a little bit more time. And it's always good to experimenting in a smaller case though, that you can know on your medium. And in this case, if you're using acrylic, I would test it up how quickly it dries, because in my case, because I live in tropics, acrylic just dries too quick and I got no time to shape and push my paint. With oil paint is you got more time to do whatever you want to do. You can wipe it off or whatever you can want to do. Because my underpainting is nice and dry now, I can shape it up whatever I put on the top of the underpainting. And using the stiff brush, I can shape up those little sticks. What in the sunburned country in Australia we have. In this case, it's like a sunburned country. We got this bush, and then the whole idea is to show that this baobab tree has survived the fire, and it just grows nice and green, and it does the nature cover pretty quickly. Just need a little bit of rain, like I got those rain clouds on the top of the sky, and then it start getting green again in a few days. Actually, it happens so quickly. But the whole idea of this painting is to get those strong colors and blue skies and rain clouds, and it's a very, very Australian theme of the painting. In Western Australia side, there's an Aboriginal tribe who has some sort of spiritual meaning with this baobab tree. So it's a very special tree actually, and it actually keeps a lot of water as well. It's a surviving tree, so any walkabout, Aboriginal used to have got some water from the tree somehow. Don't know how they do it, but plus it has it makes some of the fruit as well. It's eatable fruit, so it survives. You can survive in middle of somewhere in desert. You can see one of these trees. And next day just doing the glazing, which is actually night time, and it's all about just glazing the transparent color on the top of the underpainting. The whole idea is just to put your paint on the top of the underpainting, and then it's just wipe it with your paper, unless you want to keep it nice and dark. But in this case, I want to make it a little more lighter. And what's happened is actually it's the white painting. underpainting is actually shining through that top of the painting, and it's just it's glowing effect. Getting end of the video now, and thank you for your company. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't seen the crumble paper technique video, I'll see you there. Thank you. Bye now.